Hello fellow brawlers, it's time to brawl. It's also time for an update sneak peek, including the new skins, pins, quality of life improvements, and what you're probably most excited for, balance changes. First up, we got quite a few changes for Brock. I don't know why I'm pretending to start, let's just move on. Brock's attack damage is getting a 5% nerf from 1,708 damage at max level to 1,624 at max level. This isn't a huge change, but it will make it so that Brock will require one more ammo to take out 16 brawlers in the game, and most significantly, Brock will no longer be able to two-shot brawlers with 3,360 HP like Piper, Crow, Barley, or Bee, and a few other brawlers. He will still be able to two-shot Tick though. Next, Brock's main attack explosion radius is being increased by 50%. Interestingly enough, the attack's explosion radius is now a bit larger than the flames he leaves on the ground from his incendiary star power. This will make it a lot easier for Brock to hit his shots at max range and will make it a bit easier to deal damage to multiple targets. However, they're not increasing the actual size of his projectiles, so other than at max range, it'll still be just as hard for Brock to hit his shots. And to make up for the increased explosion radius, they are nerfing Brock's attack range by an entire tile. Overall, the buffed explosion radius and the nerfed attack range will result in a very small nerf to Brock's total attack range, which will put him on par with Piper's attack range. Brock is getting another nerf, this time to his rocket fuel gadget. The additional damage from it is being removed, so if you get hit by a rocket fueled rocket, you'll take the same amount of damage as from one of Brock's normal attacks. It's still better than a normal rocket because it's faster and larger, plus it can break walls, but the damage will be the same. Supercell let us know that one of their goals is to make the long range damage dealing brawlers like Brock, Belle, Piper, and Bee a different niche from each other, at least slightly different. Belle and Bee are obviously very different, but Brock and Piper have a lot of similarities, and these changes should make Brock a bit more about dealing area and splash damage. Up next is Jackie, who is getting 3 very solid buffs. First of all, her super activation is no longer going to have a delay. As soon as you press it, her super will activate, which means that if an enemy is in range, when you press it, they will get pulled. And on top of that, Jackie will no longer be frozen in place while she activates it. She'll be able to keep moving like nothing happened, which will make her much better at chasing enemies down after using her super. Finally, the delay from when she can attack after activating her super is being decreased just a bit as well. There's still a bit of delay, but it's much less now, and Supercell let us know that Jackie's super was just too weak and never really fulfilled its role of actually being a threat, and I think this is obviously going to make Jackie much more threatening when she has her supercharged. We've got more balance changes to cover, but first, I wanted to give a huge thank you to Mobile Legends Bang Bang for sponsoring this video. Mobile Legends Bang Bang is one of the most popular 5v5 MOBAs worldwide with over 1 billion downloads. And you can add to that number by clicking the link below to download for free. With 105 different heroes to choose from, you'll never get bored of playing the same character, and you'll always be finding new strategies and new ways to carry your team to victory. Especially with how balanced this game is, since there's no paying for stats or hero training. That means it all comes down to skill. Right now is a great time to jump into the game because they're celebrating their next and 5th anniversary. This exciting event includes the very first anniversary exclusive skin, Bolas Mia. Plus, some heroes like Hayabusa, Kagura, Lancelot, and Odette are getting revamps to really up their quality. They're also doing a hero giveaway and bringing some awesome merch to the shop. You don't want to miss this event, so click the link below to download Mobile Legends Bang Bang for free on iOS and Android. You'll want to be fast because the first 500 people to download the game and use the code on the screen right here will get a random skin chest. This is over a $5 value, so you don't want to miss out. I ended up getting Steam Researcher, which is awesome. And once again, a thank you to them for sponsoring this video, and a thank you to you for supporting my channel by watching. Up next are a couple of nerfs to Belle. She's getting a 5% nerf to her attack damage from 1,540 damage at max level to 1,456 damage at max level. After this change, Belle will require one more ammo to take out 11 brawlers in the game. Most notably, she'll no longer be able to two-shot Tick, and brawlers like Penny, Terra, or Max with 4,480 HP will now require 4 hits before they get taken out. Additionally, the damage that her bounce shots do is also getting a 5% nerf. Supercell let us know that despite previous nerfs, Belle pretty much dominated in several game modes, and honestly, because she was so strong, the meta started to favor other long-range brawlers just as counters, and this should make her less of a must pick. 5% isn't a huge nerf, and I still think she'll be good in bounty and heist, but I don't think she's going to be as amazing everywhere else. Next is another change, surprise surprise, to Karl's heat ejector gadget. Instead of dropping hot rockets rocks underneath Karl, it will make it so that his next pickaxe throw will drop hot rocks underneath it. This means that Karl will be able to choose where he puts the rocks without moving there himself, and anyone who walks over them will take 1,200 damage over the next 4 seconds. If they happen to get hit by Karl's pickaxe twice and take damage from this gadget, they'll end up taking 3,048 total damage, which is actually pretty insane. I actually think that this is the buff that Karl's heat ejector gadget needed to be useful, since before this change, he pretty much only used this gadget when he was ready to use his super on offense. That's it for balance changes. Now let's talk about everything else. Showdown Plus is getting a significant change. You're now going to get 2 additional trophies for every kill that you get in Showdown Plus. However, if you are defeated, you will lose 2 trophies instead of just 1. If you get 10 trophies for winning and you're able to get 5 kills, which honestly isn't too crazy, you'll get 20 trophies in a single match. But if you are somehow able to get all 9 kills and win first, that's a total of 28 trophies in a single Showdown Plus match, and that is absolutely insane if you really think about it. I think that the hopes for this is that it will further discourage players from bush camping or teaming, and for those that do team, they're going to be a lot more likely to backstab whoever they teamed with, which I am a big fan of. There's a new way to select skins in Brawl Stars. You'll notice the pins are down to the lower right, and a hanger icon is to the lower left. Just tap on that hanger icon, and then you can cycle through all of the skins, and this is going to make it much nicer since you'll be able to actually see the skin without having to like swipe through them all until you find whichever one you actually like to use the most. Also, after you've selected a brawler in like the game room area on the main menu, you can bring it up right there as well, which I am a big fan of. There's also a new random skin toggle, and if you turn this on, it will randomize your skin every single match among the skins that are currently available. If there is a certain skin that you don't want it to show for some reason, like the base brawler, then you can actually disable them so that they won't be selected. Honestly, I love this feature and I am so glad that they added it. The invite window is now going to show the game mode that is currently selected, plus there are 2 new status changes in the team up menu. If you are not in a team, you can select looking for a team, and anyone on your friends list will be able to see this so that they know that they can and should invite you. If you're already in a team, you'll actually have an option to select looking for players, which will show other people that you're already in a team but you're still looking for somebody else. Personally, I really like this feature because you're no longer going to need to like spam invite everybody on your friends list just to try and find somebody, because everybody will just know if you're looking for a team, and hopefully it'll make things better. I think it should. Gladiator Colette is the newest skin coming to the game. She's going to cost 149 gems, and I'm not sure when she's going to be released. If you look at her book, you'll actually see drawings of what Spike and Piper might have looked like in the days of the Gladiators, which I think was a nice touch. And for her attacks, her heart-shaped kiss has an armored helmet on it, and it will randomly show one of 3 different weapons: a sword, a spear, and a mace. For her super, she brings up a shield in front of her and hearts trail behind her. This is what her winning animation looks like. And this is what her losing animation looks like. Up next is V8-bit. He's going to cost 79 gems, but you'll have a chance to win him for free in a 10-win Retropolis challenge. It looks like he's an 80s gas station pump, and if you actually check the back side of him out, then you can actually see his meter slowly going up as he pumps more gas. I watched for over 3 minutes before giving up to see how high it would go. For his attack, he fires flaming oil, which actually looks pretty cool, and this is what his super looks like, though I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's cool though. This is what his winning animation looks like. And this is what his losing animation looks like. Now, V8-bit is going to be a seasonal skin with the other Retropolis skins, and you'll be able to only buy them from now on once a year. And if you complete your collection of Retropolis skins, you'll get a special pin for all of them. Here is V8-bit's, here is Bakecell Barley's, here's Road Rage Karl's, here's Rockabilly Mortis's, and here's Hot Rod Brock's. Speaking of pins, several pins are getting animated. And one pin that I'm particularly interested in is Dark Lord Spike that they're adding to the game. If you listen to it, it has a voice. Spike doesn't have a voice, but Dark Lord Spike has a voice, which is concerning to me. Other pins that are getting animated are the Brawloween Rosa pins, the Brawladay pins, and the Lunar New Year pins. It won't take me very long to show them all to you, but I don't have anything else to say about this update, so I'm going to end the video, and you can stay and watch them all if you want to see them all. Make sure you subscribe for the Meg Olympics sneak peek, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars. And don't forget to use code Kairos in the Brawl Stars shop.